G'day my friends. You join me here just at the edge of the sand dunes. If you have a look around, now you can scroll around here all around me and you'll be able to see what's around me. I'm here in Waitārere, which is in the Horowhenua, which is kind of like about 2 hours drive north of Wellington on the North Island here in New Zealand. I'm shooting on the Insta360 X4. This is in 8K 30 frames per second. And I've got the exposure value set to -0.3 just because the sun is dropping down a little bit and it's a little bit bright in the sky. But hopefully it'll be a nice pleasant exposure for you to see everything all around me, because you can scroll around, or if you're watching this on a VR headset, then welcome. I'm also using this Rode Wireless Pro mic as well to capture the audio. There's a little bit of wind around. You might hear a little bit of a hum, and you'll hear hopefully a little bit of the sound of the waves as well. I'm going to walk towards the beach and I'll tell you a little bit about what's around here and a little bit about me and what I've been doing here over the last few days. So yeah, you'll scroll around here and you will see not only the sand of the beach and lots of wood and driftwood and a few people walking around as the sun goes down, but you'll also notice some cars on the beach as well. Now that's because this beach is actually also technically designated as a road as well. It's actually a 30 kilometers an hour road and all the rules of the road apply here. And that includes for pedestrians as well. So you kind of need to keep an eye out. I was here earlier on with the kids and we had to just watch out as a car came between us and the sea at high tide. There really wasn't a lot of room between us and the car and the traffic. And often at this time of night, you'll find a few people hooning along on all-terrain bikes, motorbikes, just speeding along. You'll see some of the tire tracks here. If you look, see underneath me here, you'll see some of those are two-wheel. Most of these are two-wheel at the moment, but you'll see a bit of single track too. Now you'll see in the distance over there, follow my point, that way is a place called Mana Island, which you can see. Oh, actually no, I think that's the long view of Kāpiti Island. Actually, sorry, Mana Island's further in. I think I can make it out over here, but that's the long end the short end of the long point of Kāpiti Island. Is a dog just chasing over here, and there's a few people walking along on the beach. Now I'm going to go for a walk for about 30 minutes one way, and then back for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to fly my drone for a little while as well. Oh yeah, here's the car coming towards me here. So I'm going to fly my drone. I'm going to go this way towards the water. And then the Neo, the DJI Neo, even though I know that the DJI Flip has just been released over the last day or two, I'm probably not going to get that. Just because I think the Neo suits me just fine right now. I know a few people who have bought the Neo might actually be a little bit disappointed that DJI brought out a new drone with, looks like better optics, a bigger sensor, with HDR capable, not long after the Neo has been out. Slightly disappointed, particularly if you've invested a lot in the Neo kit, which is easy to do. Yeah, I bought a remote controller, I bought extra batteries, but I didn't go the whole hog and get FPV and a controller as well. But you know, it is what it is, but I could easily also be slightly hacked off that DJI have done this. But you know, c'est la vie. But I will probably be putting out a video quite soon on, if you're after a kind of like a pocket drone like the Neo or the Flip or the Hover Air series that's come out, then which one is right for you. So I'll be giving you like a bit of a framework as to, you know, what you should be thinking about if you're looking for an entry-level drone, or if you're looking for a pocket drone. You've already got like a big drone, but you want something that's easy for you to kind of like deploy, like has a follow me, or like automatic, autonomous capability. What are the sorts of things that you should be looking for? Drop me a comment if that's the kind of thing that you'd be interested in, and let me know. There's a car just going past there now. Let me know if what in particular, which drone kind of like tickles your fancy right now. All right, and you'll also hear from me talking now, I hope, that my voice is reasonably okay again. It's kind of, I would say, about 85–90%. Sounding a little bit deep tonight, which means I've been talking a lot to the kids, trying to kind of like have fun with them as well as keeping them in line when they're not behaving so well, which isn't that often, but you know, little kids. So yeah, had real trouble with my voice, which means I've not been able to put out much on my YouTube, but I thought this would be an interesting thing for you to kind of like see and look at. Now, I'm using also the Peter McKinnon kind of like collaboration with Insta360 folding selfie stick for this video as well. And it's nice to come out with, had it all pre-made up with my Rode wireless mic receiver stuck to the side of it, had it folded over and just carried it in my hand as I came over to the beach, which was only about 100 yards away from where we're staying at the moment. So yeah, that's cool. But I will say that the selfie stick extension is not that long. It's like the shorty selfie stick that I usually carry around, although I probably use the action selfie stick more now, which is the lighter carbon fiber version. So yeah, this will take the place of the shorty selfie stick, probably. But I probably will carry the action selfie stick around with me as well. But sometimes I'll also be, oh, there's another car over there. Sometimes I will carry around the extended selfie stick, the 3 meter big guy as well. That will sometimes be cool. All right, let's, oh, there's kind of like a stream between me and the beach. So we'll go over towards that. But I don't know if we'll bother crossing it because I don't have like water shoes on. I've just got, if you look down here, I've just got like regular trainers on. Yeah. So yeah, no, we're not going to do that. But yeah, Waitārere. Oh, there's a motorbike just over there. You can hear it now. Waitārere is kind of like this volcanic grey black sand that you can see here, that you see a lot on this coast of, up the coast from Wellington, on the west side. Now, a lot of New Zealand's west side does have this more kind of like volcanic black sand, and on the east side you find the more golden sands that you traditionally think of in beaches. But yeah, in New Zealand you do get this kind of like grey sand. Now that does mean that it can get pretty hot underfoot if it's a hot day, although it's not really been hot here at all. It's been like 18–19 degrees with this kind of breeze as well. So, you know, it's actually felt a little bit chilly sometimes when you've been out on the beach. You're having to wear like a t-shirt. A couple of days ago it was blowing like an absolute gale down here, like a little hurricane. And so I was wearing like a hoodie as well to kind of like protect myself from the elements whilst I was walking along here. All right, let's step across here. It's looking navigable. And we'll go towards the water. Oh, we've got another little stream over here that I'm probably gonna have to jump across. But let's get a little bit closer to the water. You can see some tracks here of people, some barefooted people around here. There's lots and lots of bird life around here too. Saw some fish, well I didn't, but my wife saw some fish jumping out of the water earlier on. And it looks like the tide is turning. Looks like it's coming back in again. We were here at high tide earlier today, so it sounds like about right. And the tide would be coming in around about now. So yeah, Waitārere, we've been here, we were just figuring it out. It's probably our 3rd time in 2 years. The last time we were here was probably about 13 months ago. We were working out. It was, I think, December 2023. So yeah, we didn't come here in any month in 2024, but now we're at the beginning of 2025, we're back here again. And yeah, it's a kind of like a nice spot. Not too many people here, there's a few people out here. I think it's a big fishing competition weekend this weekend, so there'll probably be a lot of people around for that this weekend, I understand. But I'm heading back off tomorrow. The girls are gonna follow me on Friday. I'm taking the dog in our old EV, just because the range isn't that great on it now. So it's like 2 stops I have to take, which will delay us for about an hour on the way home in order to make sure we can make it back with that battery. It's an old second-hand Nissan Leaf that we got a few years ago, which is showing its age. Now, if you're living in a country where you've got a bigger market, then yeah, you can trade that battery in and upgrade your battery. It's a little bit more difficult over here. That market doesn't really exist at the moment. The government that came into power about a year ago really disincentivized people being just disincentivized purchase of EVs with a variety of tax changes that they made. Yeah, it's a bit odd. And I know that the vehicle manufacturers kind of like are pushing hybrids at the moment. Our other car is a hybrid. Yes, we do have 2 cars, just because that EV now is only really good for short distances. So yeah, that was a real, that's something that we're gonna have to grapple with. I don't know about you, have you got an EV or have you got a hybrid, or you're still on petrol cars? Let me know. No judgment here. No judgment if you're watching this on the toilet either. I know loads of people do that. I do that occasionally as well. But yeah, no judgment. And if you feel seen, me having said that, yeah, drop me a note in the comments. If you've got this far in the video, well done. I think there's a few people, there's a hardcore of people who watch my 360 videos like the whole way through to kind of see what's going on in the world. But I know a lot of people don't. So if you've got this far, fair play to you. Let me know what you think about this scenery all around me here. You see behind me there as well. I'll probably turn around and give you a look at the other way as well quite soon. But no, you can look past me there. You can see what it's like. I don't need to turn around. Looks like there's a fishing party over here. I don't know if I'm going to be going past their lines actually. I don't really want to do that because they might have fishing poles dug into the ground there, which means that I'll end up going over them. So I'm not going to do that. I'll probably go and walk that side of their car. Yeah, that's probably the wise thing to do, because it looks like they've got some fishing kit all set up, although they do look like they're kind of packing up for the day. So yeah, a lot of fisher people here doing their thing, catching their dinner and heading home to throw it on the barbecue, as it were. Yeah, that really is the thing over here. Not so much as in Australia, probably just as much as in Australia, but different kind of fish that you're going to get over there to here. So yeah, there's a whole lot of pine forests over here as well that you can see. There's a whole line. If you look on the horizon here, we've just kind of like started the line of those pine forests. Those pine trees, and they go up as far as you can see there. Now, pine are not indigenous to New Zealand. They're a bit of a pest, to be honest. They are farmed now, but the debris from the logging companies has caused a lot of trouble in New Zealand, because the logging companies don't really have enough regulation around what they do. After they finish logging and stripping those logs, they just leave the branches lying there on the forest ground. So if there's any kind of like heavy rainfall and it's falling downhill, it brings all that debris with it. And in recent months and years, last couple of years, we've had some really big disasters in New Zealand where it's all that debris has come down. Yo, man, how's it going? All of those, that debris is kind of like fallen down. And we've had a lot of damage with that gathering speed and taking bridges out, taking all kinds of infrastructure out, damaging roads. So yeah, it's a tricky world we live in now in terms of navigating all of these legacy ways of being in the world as the world changes to heavier, more intense rainfall, more extreme temperatures at either end of the scale. Yeah, it's a tricky place to be right now. But occasionally we need to just remember what it's like to be in the world. And on an evening like this, where you have access to a beach like this with the mad, wide open spaces that you could enjoy, it's as well to just be in peace and enjoy it. So let me be silent for a minute or so as we just walk along. All right, my friends, I'll leave you there for now. Let me know if you've enjoyed this video. There's plenty more VR 360 kind of scrollable content that I've got on my channel. And there's more to come, not just from New Zealand, but other places which I've got lined up for my travels this year, including Japan next month and in March, and then the UK in April, and then Australia in July, Shanghai in the UK again in August, September, and then I'm going to Dallas for Vid Summit in October 2025. So yeah, join me on the channel. I'll love to see you here. See you soon.